Everyone, this is me Satya here and I'm doing your mini beat for the month of November 2019. This is going to be for the sign of Aquarius. This is the last reading I'm doing. So yeah. Let's see what's coming up for you people for the month of November 2019. But before I start the reading, let me remind you it's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone out there. So pick whatever resonates and leave the rest. For a personal reading, you can always reach out to me on my email ID in the description box. Do check out the services that I am offering now, which includes the weekly tarot reading, which is available in 2 different formats. Check out the description box for further details on that. To follow me on Instagram where I do upload daily readings. Let's get into the reading. Let's see what's coming up for Aquarians for the month of November 2019. I pulled out one card from the Whispers of Love, one from the Secret Language of Colors, Romance and Oracle cards, Affirmators, and 2 from Tarot. And this card is going to be telling us a date which can be significant in the month of November for you. So let's begin with this card here. Let's see what's coming up. Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. Beautiful. I love the images of these cards. It's number 21. So 21 could be a significant date. 21 could be a significant number. 3 could be a significant number too as you walk into the next month. So yeah. Let's see what else we have. Lemon 23. Excess innovative thinking. Okay. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, I got it. Okay, from affirmators, you do have get centered. I will read the whole thing as we move towards this card in the reading. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you in the month of November. King of Wands, okay. Paired up with Knight of Swords. All right, so let's begin the reading. Let's see what's coming up. I will check the date at the end of the reading. So let's begin with this card here. Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. I feel like in the month of November, you are going to kind of contemplate on the things that happened in the past. Be that in your love life, be that in your work life, be that in your home life, you will be thinking of things that has already happened. But for some of you, it is not going to be in a positive perspective. You are not going to think back of something from your past, which is something positive, which you could kind of rethink and feel good about. I feel like the universe is basically asking you, even if you're having the thoughts from your past, even if you're contemplating on what you've been doing, or how things have been in your life, in the past or lately, maybe like recently as well. If you start blaming people for whatever you've been through, that's the wrong thing to deal with the situation. You really have to, if you really have to think about something from your past, or even if about your future, you really have to think from a perspective of love. Because you always have a choice. Like this card says, you can see you can see a thing from 2 different perspectives, negative and positive. If you keep your focus on the positive, you will be able to heal the parts in yourself which which you felt, or which you believe are wounded because of your past experiences with certain people in your life. So I feel like in the month of November, the universe is going to ask you to, especially with this card here, paired up with this card, it's like you might have been blaming other people for certain failures in your life. It can be in your love life, it can be in your work life, it can be in any area of your life, but you are going to blame others for some failures in your life that you might have kind of struggled dealing with. And whatever has happened, it's better if you let go of that. But if you really have to think about it, I would suggest you to think about try to find something good in whatever has happened, like whatever it was. um if you're thinking about your childhood memories, think of the good memories that you have, rather than thinking on the bad memories. Thinking of the bad memories, maybe the fights that you've experienced, being in a relationship, maybe the fights that you might have, it's like If you're single right now, I feel like you are so consumed by negative thoughts when it comes to love and relationships. Maybe you have seen your parents being, not having the perfect relationship life, and you can recall only negative things when you think of a relationship. For some of you, you might have been in a bad relationship, which is like, whenever you think of getting into one, you always have bad memories of it. It's time for you to come out of the negative thinking around, whatever that you are having in your life, and try to change it to something positive, something um that you would feel good thinking about. And I feel like you really want love, but when you think of love, it reminds you of lots of bad memories. If you could see this, she's facing towards this image, but when she thinks of it, she has lots of memories coming from the past, which could be, from different areas of, your life. But again, you really have to stop thinking about what has happened. Focus on what it is that you truly desire, with love, with appreciation, with kindness, with the open heart to love and to receive love as well. Choose love in everything that you do. Spread love, be love, and you will never go through the same pain or whatever it was that you dealt with in the past. And even if you're thinking of having a future with someone, think of it in an innovative way. Like, don't think of what has happened. Try to think of something positive, something good that you never experienced before, so you shall have it in your future. But I feel like you really have to heal some issues. You really have to heal your heart before you could have that beautiful relationship coming in your life. And I feel like I said, if you blame your parents, if you blame somebody else in your life for the failed relationships, failed jobs, whatever it is, you will never learn to grow as a person. So you really have to take the responsibility of your own failures to yourself, and try to know what can you do um, to make yourself not fail this time, to make yourself win the situation this time. It's always in your hands. Like, if you go with, like, if people are influencing you or your decisions, it's always in your hands to allow people to influence you or your decisions or not. So it's always better, and it's always a good choice to take and make your own decisions, so you don't put the blame game on the person that made you do certain things in your life. So it's always good to face whatever it is on your own, and then have the courage to claim them to be yours. Be that be that a mistake that you made, be that a wrong decision that you make, be that a good decision that you made, be that the happy relationship that you are in. You have to have the power to take that decision for yourself, so you could own your decision. And I feel like in the month of November, the universe is really wanting you to make that choice for yourself, so you would not blame others for your failures. And trust me, when you know that only you are to blame, you will never let any negative thought come into play and make situation not so happy for you. So it's like, right now I feel like you do have this this you do have this I don't know, I'm picking up, like, sometimes you don't put in the effort, and so you could blame the other person for not making things work. Change that attitude as well. Like, if something didn't work, maybe you didn't put in the effort into this. So just try to evolve as a person and start looking at things from a different perspective. So coming towards this card here, centered, 8 is written on it. It can be infinity number, it can be a growth number as well, which can be significant for you in the month of November. When it gets too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes, return to my center. In my center, I have the wisdom and tranquility of your favorite animal. You can name that. Holding a magical item. It can be anything. floating through space on a dash piece of furniture. So it's like you really need to get centered, you really need to get connected, and you really need to understand the powers that you have. And again, you really have to um, take back the powers in your hand, the power of decision, the power of making the choices for yourself, so you don't blame other people for the wrong decisions. Own your decisions, own your relationships, own that whatever failed in that particular situation, so you could make amends and you could take the right steps to make things work the next time when you get into one. So coming towards these cards, King of Wands and the Knight of Swords, I feel like for most of you situations fail because you have you have passion to go for something, you go for it without even having a thought about it. It's like you really don't get into the thought process before you could do that. You just jump into it, and even if you think about things, you think of the negative things only. So it's like you really have to change that attitude, so you could deal with things in a mature way and be happy about whatever that you are doing in your life and whatever that you are having in your life in a relationship zone as well. So it's going to be a time where you have to, the month of November is going to be significant for you to heal yourself, heal the broken parts, or the broken pieces of your heart or yourself, so you could leave behind the negativities, and just come out of this phase of your life to be a better person, to be a better human being, to be a better dreamer, to dream something that you really wish to have, rather than dreaming of something that you have already been through. So yeah, that's pretty much it coming up for you in the month of November. If the reading resonates with you, do like, subscribe, and share. If you're willing to get a personal reading, reach out to me for that on my email ID in the description box. Till I do the next reading for you people, take care. Bye bye.